How's it going, guys? This is Isley here bringing you a PMC video, but it's not a battle and it's not a team builder. It's just, obviously you can tell by the title. We did make a few switches to our teams. It says transactions. Basically, a transaction is like in, draft format. It's basically where I drop something from my draft and pick up something else to replace that on. So that's pretty interesting. So free agent, I did one free agent and 3 trades, which is actually kind of cool because trades are actually unlimited. You can do as many trades as you want. You get 3 free agents though, so that's interesting. So yeah, so now we have 2 for the rest of the season, 2 free agents. But like I said, unlimited trades. The difference between a trade and a free agent is a trade you give a different coach something on your team, and that coach gives you something in exchange. Only thing you can't do is like go beyond your points. Like I had 40 points remaining to use, so now I'm pretty sure I have 0. Because of no, I'm pretty sure I still have 40 left over. Because I don't think I like upgraded a tier above or anything. But anyway, so yeah, that's that's that. So yeah, so a trade is like between you and a different coach. A free agent is you drop something and pick up something that was never drafted, which is kind of easier because you don't have you don't have to like I don't know, like a bunch of times people probably aren't gonna accept what you like put up, like, oh, I want to get rid of my Dunsparce for your, Mega Charizard. Like, Mega Charizard X, they're not gonna accept that, obviously. Well, yeah, so they're not gonna accept that. But a free agent, you can just pick, like, if Medicham wasn't, if I wanted to get rid of Hitmonlee and pick up Medicham, and it wasn't drafted, then I could just do that. And, there's no questions asked. As long as they're in the same tier, even if it's in a tier above, as long as I have enough points left in my left over from my draft, and I can make that trade, then it's not like it's not like Medicham can say no, like when I pick it up or anything. So, whereas a coach can object and say no, I don't want to trade my Charizard X to you for my Dunsparce. So anyway, no, that's that. So yeah, I felt like overall I want to just change the team up a little bit. I haven't had my week 6 battle yet. I'm pretty sure I'm having that, or if all goes well, I should have that battle tomorrow. But I'm recording this on Wednesday, and I believe this goes up next Wednesday. It goes up after week 6, so that's cool. So yeah, these trades, I made these trades like a few weeks ago, but they're not valid until this week, until week 7 starts. So I can use them from now on. Like I can use everything except I can like these trades come into effect this week, week 7. So anyway, so me and Verd, I'll link his YouTube channel thing in the description. But he proposed to me, like I had something up on the trading block. A trading block is just a part in the Google spreadsheet thing for the league. It's just one of the tabs that says, if you want to trade something, you put it up and then you request what you want for it. So he requested my mon for his mon, and I actually kind of liked it. So I'm just gonna hop right into it because I don't want to make this video too long. It's we're already like 4 minutes. So yeah, I got rid of Clefable. So Clefable's not on our team anymore. I gave him Clefable, and in exchange, I didn't get Genesect, which would have been really cool. But I got Gengar. So yeah, from now on, I'm gonna have Gengar instead of Clefable. So they're both tier 1, so no violation or anything there. So that's cool. Basically, I dropped Clefable because I didn't really feel like I was using it goodly enough. Like I said, I haven't had my week 6 battle yet, so I don't know how well it's gonna do in that. You guys are already gonna know how well I did in that battle, or if I even did do well. Like you guys are gonna know, but I don't know yet. But I I didn't feel like I was doing enough with this thing. You know, for the first round pick, you should be using it almost every week, and yeah, it just wasn't. You know, it gets so much and it has so much potential, but I really I wasn't quite using it uh, how I thought I should be, basically, because it wasn't really doing much for me. Like week one, it just died to a Megalopony, um, and then I mean it came in clutch week 3, but you know I don't know. It's not my kind of style, I guess. So Gengar, on the other hand, is very powerful. He is very fast, and yeah, just adds more offense to my team overall. Um, you know, gets Giga Drain, and Energy Ball, Focus Blast, Dazzling Gleam for Dark types. Destiny Bond could be cool. Clear Swag if I want to do that. Sucker Punch, which could be nice. Will-O-Wisp, Trick, Thunder, or Thunder, Thunderbolt as well. Taunt, which could be nice. So yeah, a bunch of different things. I'm probably just gonna be running this thing offensive most of the time though, just because it makes the most sense. Could run Hypnosis plus Dream Eater. You get Dream Eater, don't you? Yeah, you do. Okay, sweet. So yeah, overall it's very feral, but we can work with this thing. So next one, all 3 trades that I did were with the same person, the Verd. Again, the link to his YouTube channel will be in the description. So yeah, so we ended up giving him Rotom Heat. Because of my next trade with him, I felt like Rotom Heat was a little bit too redundant, and then we ended up getting Whimsicott. I needed a fairy. I knew I didn't need one, but I really wanted one. I didn't have a grass type on my team yet. I also didn't have a poison type, so that's why Gengar could be useful. And so yeah, Whimsicott's nice because now I have a fairy, and yeah. So week 1, we actually had the potential to go up against a Whimsicott, against D-Pad Gamer, but I can't talk today. I really can't. D-Pad Gamer actually traded Verd the Whimsicott, so that I could get the Whimsicott, because I kind of wanted Whimsicott. I didn't really want it initially, but then I kind of thought about more. Prankster is definitely nice. I can do a bunch of different things with Prankster with this thing. Probably always gonna run Prankster. I mean, you know, I'm not a Sun team, so even if I was, like, this thing's fast enough. It's really fast, and so, you know, Chlorophyll wouldn't be very useful. Infiltrator, obviously, it's just not as good as Prankster for this thing. Like, if you look at its moves, it's just, this thing's such utility, which often is, you know, not effective, but this thing doesn't have the best, you know, bulk stats, but it does get Cotton Guard, which basically you go for 2 Cotton Guards, and that's all you can boost up with. You go for 2 Cotton Guards, and sorry about that. You go for 2 Cotton Guards, and you've already quadrupled your defense, and that's insane. This thing does not get Amnesia. It doesn't really get anything to boost its special defense, but if we're naturally specially defensive with this thing, with our EVs, and then we get Cotton Guard and Toxic and Substitute, yeah, it's gonna be really hard to deal with this thing. So Whimsicott really never is easy to deal with, you know, because it's always it's gonna be able to do something, you know, like Prankster plus how fast this thing is, nothing's really gonna outspeed it, which is really cool. So I'm kind of, running a voice here. So anyway, Hurricane's there, Giga Drain, Dazzling Gleam, Moonblast, Memento could be cool for, setup sweepers, to switch in. It gets knockoff, Leech Seed, Stun Spore, Tailwind, which could be good, again. If I sack this thing off, if I go for Tailwind, sack it off, like, if I go for Tailwind and then it dies the same turn and I bring something in and just sweep, like, that would be cool, that would be really cool. So yeah. Then U-Turn, which is nice. Prankster Toxic could be nice. Prankster Switcheroo, a bunch of different things. So I'm glad to have this thing on the team. So the final trade that I did with, by the way, I just got rid of Rome just because again, with my next trade, I felt like it was a bit redundant, for the team, and I just wasn't using it as well as I did in the FPL. So yeah, that's that. So. Anyway, the final trade that I ended up doing was I gave the Verd, Tauros, and I picked up, or he gave me Pyroar. So again, Rotom Heat, not as useful once I have Pyroar, because then I have Magnezone, which is an electric type, and Pyroar, which is a fire type. So Rotom's kind of, it's, I don't know, it's not it's not the exact same as both of them, but they're both special attackers, and you know, I don't know. I felt like Whimsicott was more useful than Rotom Heat on the team, because at that point I didn't have a fairy because I had gotten rid of Clefable, and I didn't have a grass type either. Whereas with Rotom, I already had after this trade I already had a fire type and electric type. So all these trades kind of went hand in hand, like they all happened like all like near each other. It wasn't like spread out. So we had this planned. So like everything was delicate and stuff. Um, so yeah. Anyway, it's stronger than Rotom Meat. Power. I got rid of Tyrus because I didn't feel like I was gonna use this thing as well as I could have. Um, I didn't really feel like I was going to use it very well. So yeah, that's that. Power is here with we have it doesn't have the biggest array of moves or whatever. It doesn't get Focus Blast, which is a thing that I thought it got, but it's fine. Like I wasn't 100% positive that it got Focus Blast, but I thought it might. So yeah, Overheat, Flame Charge to boost its speed, but it's already pretty fast. Pretty strong with base 109 speed. Gets Dark Pulse, gets again Hyper Voice plus Flamethrower or Fire Blast. All the hidden powers, obviously. Excuse me. This thing could be run. Uh, it could be run physical because he does get Moxie, but to be honest, it has base 68. It has base 68 attack, so it could work, but I really doubt I'm ever gonna use that. It does get Wild Charge, which is nice. It's a nice physical attack, but it's not stab, so it's meh. It also gets Iron Tail for fairies, so that's a thing. But yeah, like overall, it's just not as useful as the specially offensive variant. Noble Roar is actually pretty interesting. It lowers special attack and attack, which isn't really interesting, but could be nice. So anyway, yeah, that's Power. So finally, moving on. I got all my teams here. Moving on, my last free agency thing, I ended up dropping Jellicent. Well, this is the only free agent that I did. The other three were trades, like I said. Um, so I dropped Jellicent and picked up Slowking, which is also tier 4. No, wait. No. Slowking is tier 3. So yeah, at this point, after this free agent thing, I didn't have any points left because I upgraded. Like Jellicent was tier 4, and then Slowking was tier 3. So in order to do that, I would have to have points left over, which I did. I had 40 points left over, which was just enough to get a tier 3 for tier 4. So anyway, I hope that makes sense. But anyway, I ended up not needing really Jellicent for much. Slowking is just more specially bulky. Just straight up, it doesn't have as much HP, but it does have more special defense. It also has more defense, and it's stronger. So it's a Psychic type. I didn't have a Psychic type yet. We already have a Ghost type in Gengar now that we have Gengar. It doesn't get Will-O-Wisp, which is something really cool about Jellicent, but we do get we get Thunder Wave. We get Slack Off, just like Recover, but we also get Regenerator, which Jellicent does not get. Which could be nice, even though we have slack off. Sometimes it's hard to slack off. So if you switch, then your health's up. That could be nice. So anyway, it just overall gets more coverage. Power Gem, Focus Blast, Dragon Tail if I want to do that. It gets Flamethrower and Fire Blast, which is great for like grass types. Gets Magic Coat. It gets Nasty Plot, which is nice. Calm Mind also something that Jellicent didn't get. And anyway, Skull's gonna burn a lot anyway. So even though this thing gets Will-O-Wisp, we do still have Scald on this thing. So overall, I'm pretty happy about. We also get the counter. Wow, and Curse. So that could be nice. But anyway, and Belly Drum. It actually does get Belly Drum. So anyway, yeah, it's just a lot of things that this Slowking can do for us. So now the only type that we don't have on our team is Rock. So that's very interesting. I kind of wanted Deontay, but Twisted Misty already had that, and she didn't really want to give me Deontay. Like I couldn't really offer anything to her that she didn't already have. So yeah, Whimsicott's pretty much the next best thing. So anyway, I'll have nicknames for them later. I'm not gonna think about that right now, but anyway. So yeah, that's the end of this video. Hopefully it's not too long. 15 minutes is. Uh, I probably could have made that. I could have probably could have made this like 10 minutes, but whatever. Anyway, that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed. By the way, Verd, we won't be facing him in this season. The only way we're gonna face each other is if I believe the only way is if we both make finals and we battle each other there. But I'm pretty sure that's like the only, because I know we're not facing each other in the regular season, and I'm pretty sure we won't face him in the playoffs, even if we both do make playoffs. So I'm pretty, if we ever see him, it's gonna be in the finals. But yeah. So anyway, that's that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. Again, we are not able to use, for the rest of the season, we are not able to use Clefable, Rotom Heat, Tauros, and Jellicent. For the rest of the season, we are able to use Gengar, Whimsicott, Pyroar, and Slowking. Of course, unless we, trade one of those away, or trade any of them away, if we want to. But, anyway, so that's gonna be that. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and, that's that. So I will see you guys in week 7 of the PMC, in 3 days, I think. So anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys next time.